So this morning's lobby briefing just finished midday now, because we had to move to Downing Street for the briefing because there was a fire alarm over the road. Everybody else evacuated from the premises. Journalists, pretty much the last ones left in the building, couldn't hear the alarm. Anyway, what featured today? Lots of EU referendum chat, as you might imagine. Downing Street saying it would completely reject the suggestion that the Remain camp in the referendum is going for a relentless campaign of fear. Lots to talk about these documents the government's churning out to make the case for staying in the EU, and basically asking lots of questions about what would happen if the UK was to leave, and suggesting it would take forever to renegotiate new arrangements, suggesting that when you look at other trade arrangements that the EU or countries in Europe have got with countries elsewhere around the world, they take forever to arrange. There goes Big Ben about to bong for midday. Right, what about this whole business about documentation that Brexit ministers can get from the civil service? No outright ban on government ministers receiving papers on EU-related business, say number 10. But on the issue of the EU referendum, the government has got a position, and so you wouldn't expect ministers to be able to commission briefing for speech material that is then going to allow them to say that the EU is terrible and the UK should leave. The government will make a factual and hard-hitting case for staying in the EU, says number 10. They wouldn't get into a speculation about exactly what's happened between the Cabinet Secretary, the most senior civil servant, and permanent secretaries, the senior civil servants in each department, as to whether or not there's been an instruction that some information might not be passed on to them. Some suggestion that could be unconstitutional, but Downing Street not getting into any of that. And then on the specific of some of the welfare reforms proposed for staying in the EU, the emergency brake so-called, is the Department for Work and Pensions, headed by Brexit Minister Ian Duncan-Smith, already making preparations for that? The suggestion is no, that is for after the referendum. I suspect all of this stuff about what ministers can and can't see is going to rumble on though.